Alright guys, I'm back with my review of this week's WWE Friday Night Smackdown for May 10th, 2013. And I wanted to get the show up early again this week. I'm trying to get back on schedule of getting the videos up right after the shows. So I watched the show early. And if you normally don't watch Smackdown, there's no reason to go out of your way to check this one out. This show was totally skippable. Main event was okay. Daniel Bryan versus Dean Ambrose was alright, but nothing spectacular. It just was kind of a boring show with nothing really special, and even Mark Henry pulling the trucks I didn't care about. So the show starts off with Jericho's highlight reel and his guest, the Ryback. This was pretty boring. Jericho says he understands where Ryback's coming from, but beating a one-legged Cena doesn't earn anyone's respect or something, and Ryback threatens him, so Teddy Long comes out and makes Jericho versus Ryback the main event. Ryback sucker punches Jericho and leaves. That's pretty much it. Kofi versus Cody Rhodes. Cody goes for the disaster kick but gets caught with Trouble in Paradise, giving Kofi the win. It was alright. It was pretty short actually, but Zeb says Swagger made a statement on Raw. He's going to take out Ziggler's bodyguard tonight, and Swagger will win the title and take the country back. So it's Big E versus Swagger with Del Rio on commentary. Before the match even starts, Del Rio throws a ladder into the ring. So everyone starts fighting over the ladder, and Del Rio uses the ladder to take out Dolph and Swagger, and then he climbs to the top of the ladder and holds up the title. This was really lame. I hated this. In fact, I can't wait for Extreme Rules just to get this triple threat match over with, just because on Raw and SmackDown it's the same thing every week with these three guys. They'll have a match, it'll be Swagger versus Dolph, Del Rio versus Dolph, some combination, and then the third guy's going to get involved. It's been happening for weeks now, and I'm just sick of it. I just want it over with. So I didn't care for that at all. Dean Ambrose versus Daniel Bryan. This was a decent match. Bryan goes for the no-lock, and Kane tries to hold back Rollins. So Reigns jumps in on the other side and breaks up the hold. And then Reigns and Rollins attack Kane. And Ambrose goes for his DDT move on Daniel Bryan, but Kofi Kingston runs out and attacks Ambrose. So Ambrose wins by disqualification, and then Kofi and Team Hell No fight off the Shield. It was pretty good because the match was good, and Kofi coming out I thought they did a good job with, but the Shield's beaten everyone, including the freaking Undertaker, and now they're selling for Kofi Kingston? It's just really a downgrade. We see footage of Mark Henry pulling a truck and being cheered on by Sandow and the Primetime Players. And then they cut to backstage where Mark Henry's waiting to pull two trucks. And he says there's been a lot of men, a lot of strong men that have pulled trucks. They've pulled boats. They've pulled trolleys and buses and such. And he pulls the trucks. They put it over like he broke a new world record. I don't know. It was probably a work, but they try to hype up Mark Henry as this super strong guy, which he is. But I figured Sheamus was going to be in one of the trucks and pressing the brakes or something because he's been such a dick lately. But that was it. Orton's backstage and says at Extreme Rules there won't be an antidote for what he's going to do to the Big Show. It's Big Show versus Tensai. Extremely short match. Tensai gets a lot of offense in, and Big Show just knocks him out for the win. So Big Show's going to leave, and then Brodus is checking on Tensai, and Big Show goes back in, and he just grabs Brodus's head, and Brodus tries to fight him off. He gets speared, and Big Show gets ready to knock him out, and then Orton runs out and RKO's Big Show. Very predictable. Backstage, AJ makes fun of Caitlyn for being manly. I thought AJ was hilarious here, very funny. She did a great job. And then Khali comes up in a Rey Mysterio mask. He's supposed to be undercover to find out information on Caitlyn's secret admirer. And then he comes back with a mustache to look like Cody Rhodes. It was very stupid. Jericho versus Ryback. Man, Jericho took some pretty rough bumps in this match, especially that powerbomb. Holy shit. And I liked Matthews on commentary getting pissed off at Cole for being so pro Cena. He said that he's like JR cheering for Stone Cold. Stone Cold, Stone Cold. But it was pretty funny. Ryback slams Jericho into the post, so the ref disqualifies him. And then Ryback clotheslines Jericho over the announce table. So that was this week's SmackDown. Really nothing impressive. Like I said, if you normally skip the show, there's no reason to check this one out. It was a totally skippable show. Next week, we got the go-home show for Extreme Rules. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully they have some great stuff planned for that. And, of course, next week's SmackDown, too. But I'm hoping on next week's SmackDown, Sheamus looks strong against Mark Henry because I really want Mark Henry to win the strap match at Extreme Rules. So anyways, that was my review of this week's SmackDown. Hope you guys liked the video. Leave your thoughts on this week's show in the comments, and thanks for watching.